Okay.
Better not mess this up.
If I can get my password right.
Leon.
Son of a biscuit. There we go. You're
good?
exhausted.
I have done. I'm stinky. I'm sweaty. I'm sticky.
But, like, you're going to take a shower and you're going to feel so good afterwards. You're going to be
know.
like, I got so much accomplished today.
I know.
How long were you guys out there
For
for?
a couple hours. We went to the dump a couple times.
Nice. Okay, I thought I heard you guys. You guys have the truck has a very distinct.
Yeah, it goes. Whoosh.
Yeah. I always know, like, whenever I heard Rick first come, like, on Friday, it was kind of like a
rumble.
well,
like a thunder.
it was like
rolling.
a happy feeling, like, oh, I can hear my neighbors again, which means like it's springtime and like they're driving the truck and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I like hearing like the ATVs out, like not on our road, but like in the distance. You know?
Yeah, it's springtime.
It's springtime. We saw people on the kayak on the slough.
People are like, "Shit, it's summertime where I'm at." Look at him.
He's being silly.
Leon. They want outside so bad, huh?
Oh, they were out for a long time.
They're probably too heavy for eagles. Maybe.
No,
not quite.
Have you ever seen? No.
Yeah, they're like. They can probably carry like 40 pounds.
So welcome to our podcast.
Oh yeah.
That's free.
We haven't introduced ourselves in a while. And that's Amy.
Week.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah. So Bri, I have a question for you.
Okay. What's up?
What is the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
That fruit that you brought me.
The jackfruit?
Yeah.
That was pretty weird.
It was weird. It was like okay, so jackfruit, but also like I eat weird food combos, which Charlotte is dying to try peanut butter on pickles.
Okay,
by the way,
okay.
We were supposed to video it today. I forgot
You
until
should.
now, so we're gonna try it. We will try it when I get home. What about you? Yeah.
Hi. I would say whale.
You've had whale? That's legal?
No. Yes. It is. It's not legal to hunt unless you're an Alaskan native and you have permits for it.
Was it good?
No. And but I had a daycare parent that her husband was on a whale boat, and so they gave me some.
Oh Jesus! Do not even. He's like, stop! Just jump on it from close.
Thank you.
It's so weird not seeing him and then seeing him pop up.
So they gave me some. And for Rick, for his birthday. I got it for his birthday one year. Yeah.
Did he like it?
It was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say you ate whale at least.
I know. How cool is that? I don't know what type of whale. It was probably like a blue whale. I don't know. What type of whales are there? It was
humpback whale.
It was obviously one that
a big ass whale.
Yeah.
Free Willy.
Oh. It was one that's legal to hunt. If you're native. I know. He's being precious.
So sweet. Hold on. Cody, if you can enhance the sound on his purring. It is so sweet. He's literally curled up in my lap right now. He just made himself at home in my lap. Oh, I am a little bit intoxicated, guys. So I have a great story for it.
Okay,
so it
are you
works.
ready?
In a second, I remembered my question that I wanted to ask you last week.
Oh, okay.
What oddly satisfies you?
Oh,
what's something that's weird that just like makes you feel a little calm or satisfied?
There's so many.
Yeah. What's your top one?
Oh my gosh. I am going to say it and it's not going to be my top. Oh my gosh. I can't even think of anything right now. I mean, obviously like the norm, like cleaning out the fridge.
Okay. What's your top 3?
I don't know, Bri.
Is there any like videos?
No.
No. Okay. Things that you do. Okay.
Yeah. Things that I do. Okay. So when I have I'm wrapping wrapping paper.
Of course it's wrapping.
And when like the design lines up when you're folding
Oh, yes. I did that last week for Natalie's Elsa presents.
Yeah.
And I had Elsa wrapping paper, and I made a perfect Elsa.
Yes.
Kristoff was a little off.
Yeah.
But Elsa was on point.
Yes, I love
for
it.
one of the presents, and I was like, man, I should take a picture of this right now.
You should
Or
have.
when like the scissors perfectly cut through.
Yeah, so good.
I like it's weird, but I like the mini baking things on TikTok. Have you seen like the miniature? They're like as small as your pinky, but like they like will make a whole hamburger and it's like the size of your pinky.
Yes.
That and cake decorating.
Yes, okay, speaking
when
of,
they buy like a store-bought one and redo it.
Yes. I really like those, but on TikTok, a video that's very satisfying for me is they take broken palettes of makeup and they redo them. Like they take it all out and then they like sanitize everything and then they put it back in and they mix it all back and they the same makeup that was already in there, but they like
the same colors or different colors?
Yeah, same colors.
What?
Yeah. I'll watch those till I go to sleep.
I need to watch that.
And the sound is so satisfying.
I feel like I would like that. The ASMR of it. Yeah.
So good.
What the fudge? Hold on. It's my child. Hold on.
Oh,
What? What? That was perfect timing. What?
What?
What do you need?
Okay, I will. I'll look. I have TikTok
Okay,
open right now.
you
Go.
already had a snack.
Go. Did you wash your hair?
Nothing more.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
get
home
ready.
soon.
You have other things you have to do.
Wait till
Go.
Dad comes home, okay?
Go.
Wait till Dad comes home, okay? Yes, I'm at Amy's house. It's not a reason to call me right now. You already had a snack.
I called Dad.
No, Dad is making videos in the garage. Do not bug Dad unless it's an emergency, like someone is bleeding or something is broken, okay? Okay, goodbye. I love you.
She did not like that answer.
I didn't realize that for some reason. I don't know why. Sorry. Okay. Whoa.
It's the wind.
Yeah, I was about to say.
When I was mad at yesterday when I stormed off when I was mad at Rick. Because
You're like, oh God.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And so we were talking.
I'm not that mad.
Yeah, when we were talking, I was like, I promise I wasn't that mad. I didn't slam the door. He's like, I don't care. Anyways, do you want me to do you want you to tell me my...
Yes, neighborhood story.
Do you want to tell... I'm going to tell you a neighborhood story.
Let's hear it.
So this is from Bored Panda. The downstairs neighbor next door seems to have completely ignored their backyard for a number of years. It's completely an overgrown mess. I can't really complain, though, because a family of foxes seem to be living there now. And they have adorable little fox cubs. Oh. And I can see them from my bedroom window.
Oh,
I'm so jelly.
So like they started to complain, but it's like a thank you for having a messy backyard because I get to see adorable little foxes all the time.
Foxies.
Oh, so cute.
I'm the type of person that would like take one of them and make it my pet.
Make it yours.
Yeah.
This is my fox.
This is my fox.
I
now.
named them Foxy.
When I was younger, we would boat like every weekend during summer out on the lake, and like we would stop in a cove or whatever, and my parents would fish and we would swim. And whenever I would see a thing of ducks, like a flock of ducks, like swimming, baby ducks and stuff, I would be like, every time I would ask my dad, like, can I keep one? Like, I wanted a duck so bad. And he's like, if you can catch one, you can keep
Go
it.
for it. Your dad would.
And obviously I never caught one because they're ducks and they can fly away.
At the daycare that I used to work at, a friend of mine had baby ducks at her house, and she brought one to the daycare, and it took her as the mama, so it like followed her everywhere, and so like you'd let it go across like the daycare playground, and it'd like immediately follow her. It was so cute.
I love it.
But then it grew up and it was stinky. So
Yeah, they
they kept
stinky.
it, but it was stinky, so it became not so cute.
Yeah, we had ducks in California, and they stunk.
Yeah, their poo-poos.
Yeah,
The
they were
poo-poos.
adorable when they were babies, though.
They're so
Puppies.
cute.
Okay, tell me your story, bud.
All right. Are you
for
ready?
this? Yeah.
We're doing another haunted eBay segment.
Oh, how exciting!
And it just so happens that when I was interested in doing this week, the last one was at episode 74, and this is episode 84. So
Oh, how
10
convenient.
episodes later. What are you doing? You're making me hold all your weight. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What
Come
are we
here.
doing? We going to mom? You going to mom? Okay. Go ahead, go, babe. He's
Come
like,
here.
she's talking too much.
He's like, that story's scary.
Go to mom. Go get mom.
No, he doesn't. I don't have a
Thursday.
blanket on me.
Oh, you.
No, it's okay.
I didn't want to give up. Mine
Yeah, don't.
anyway.
No, you're good.
Okay, so do you have your pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
You
So
sent them to me like 2,000 episode or text messages ago.
Oh,
We
you're
talked
one
so
of the.
much.
You and my sister and my mom are one of the people that I cringe on deleting messages to save room
know.
on, but I'm like, oh, I have to. There's so much.
There's so many. Okay, I got them.
Okay, so Amy has a picture of all of them. And we're gonna go with item 1.
Is that a rock?
Yes.
It looks like a bag of cocaine.
It is a little happy thing. Anyway, it is titled "Authentic Haunted Tuberculosis Hospital Foundation Piece." Warning. Condition is used. The price is $700.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of money. All right. So the item description is: this one is close and personal to me. This foundation piece from an old building that was a tuberculosis hospital in 1860 to 1930. 1860 30 years ago, 30 years before Idaho would become a state. Sorry, it's very confusing.
Yeah, you're good.
This building was later repurposed as an alternative.
An alternative what?
A school for troubled youth for those who missed too much school.
Oh,
That's what it says in the description.
okay.
I personally attended the school in the 1990s. I had seen things at the corner of my eye and heard a loud, low moan come from a solid brick wall. The rest of the students in the class looked at me, and the teacher had mentioned that some people believed this place to be haunted.
Ew.
For years after, I had taken friends there in the middle of the night in the dark to see if we could see any spirits or anything. Many times we would catch glimpses and the windows of something. So they'd see something in the windows.
Okay.
1 mile away is the haunted military reserve for Boise Cemetery. Sorry, I had to read that in my mind. I will be loading other items to be sold from there as well. Disclaimer: we accept no responsibility for any activity or lack of activity surrounding the item. We certify this item is haunted. This item is exactly as pictured and advertised.
Oh my gosh.
And these the links for these will be in our sources. So
Okay.
if you guys
Yeah.
happen to want to buy them,
Yeah, that $700 piece of
yeah,
stone.
go for it. It's a steal.
That's steel.
It's a stone. It's a steel stone. I don't know. All right, item number 2.
I like this one. That's pretty.
This is titled Paranormal Doll Haunted Honey's Jewelry Box Paranormal Item Investigation. Condition is used. Price is $120. And the item description is: a jewelry box is from my personal paranormal collection. They have been through a series of paranormal studies. You will receive the physical jewelry box. Is that just a message?
Yep.
Okay. This is a vintage jewelry box. The measurements of it are blah, 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 blah. The music box has been a part of my paranormal collection for a long time now. A close friend of mine gave me this item. It was a gift from her a gift from her from a relative. She said she instantly got a strange feeling when she placed it in her bedroom. She said her 2 dogs started acting strange too.
Okay.
Her boyfriend, who is now her husband, worked opposite hours of her, so at night he was home alone. She said it only took a couple of days before he started telling her about weird things happening. He would wake up several times at night to the sound of her coming home, only to find that no one was there. He also told her that something clearly pulled the blanket off of him one night. No.
I can't with that.
No. There was also the incident of him waking up and finding the TV in the living room muted and playing cartoons. He never leaves cartoons, if anything. He never leaves the living room TV on. In fact, they hardly use that TV. They especially don't have it on cartoons when they do. My friend said she woke up and heard music.
Oh
She
my gosh, no.
found it was coming from the jewelry box. She told me the music box has never worked since she had gotten this item. It has been wound up to play, and it doesn't do that because it's jammed. This item has such an intense energy. I have got really high hits off of my meters several times.
Jeez.
I would love to see this object go to a paranormal group or to someone who would work with that. Please be
Okay.
sure to always respect the spirit, treat them kind, and take care of their vessel. Don't forget to give them a gift. Light a white candle and burn incense to welcome them.
A white candle. Interesting.
And follow Haunted Honeys on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I figured they deserved that. So
Absolutely.
let me throw that in there.
Thank you for letting us use your
Haunted
item.
Honeys.
Yeah.
All right, item number 3, haunted dolls and enchanted items, active demon poltergeist activity.
Nope. Don't want to. I'm plugging my
It's a
earballs.
fun little title there. Condition is
I hated
used.
this.
The price is $125. Again, another steal.
Another steal.
This one is a doll. It came from New York in an antique store. The doll with 3 others was purchased in 2010, and the family always would feel like the dolls were always looking at them.
Oh my gosh.
The son would always cover the dolls because his bedroom would face the living room where they kept their Curo cabinet
Okay.
with a lot of other dolls. That's super creepy because I just don't like
Yeah.
dolls.
No, me either.
When it came time to always clean or move furniture, the dolls would lash out in some way or form of scratching or even breaking the family's dinner plates.
Oh my gosh.
Even times something like this would happen, the doll's expression would always change from smiling or sneering.
Oh my. No.
I know. I was like, what? They're changing their whole expression? Holy cow.
I hate this so much.
Even times something like this happened, the doll's expression would always change from smiling to sneering. Well, after noises and movements of the dolls, the family, after over 9 years now, has had enough. That's a long time to deal with dolls.
That is a long time.
You trying to get them down?
Yeah.
When they moved the dolls in the basement, that's when the growls started to begin.
I'm sorry.
And I'm not talking like human growls. It sounds like a very deep cat growl. No!
Oh no.
All I think of is the Grudge in the Grudge, like where it's like,
yes. Oh
No.
my god, no.
That's
thank
that
you.
one time that I was in your house. and I
Oh
was
yeah, when Leon.
freaking cleaning your house, or not coming to look after the
Yeah.
cats or whatever. And Leon, I didn't know Leon gets protective over his toys. And I look into your dark hallway and I hear, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? I'm not okay with this.
Just
That's
Leon.
that's when the growl started. I'm not talking about human growls. It sounds like a very deep cat growl. Demons can be dangerous. Please take caution with this one. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Phantoms. follow, and subscribe, and learn how to keep the spirits active.
Okay. No, or not
and-
active.
It's a very cute little sweet, innocent-looking doll.
No, it's
kind
not.
of.
No.
Well, she's got a little derpy-eyed. And she's got a
Little
huge
derpy-eyed.
forehead, but she's got blue eyes and little pink lips, and she's got curly yellow locks. But, she does look a little...
She looks a little drunk, actually.
She looks like I do right now. She looks like I feel right now. I will be posting this, by the way, when this comes out.
I am interested for item number 4.
All right, get ready. Hang on a
Because
second. Okay.
I didn't know something like this could be haunted. I mean, I guess it could be. It makes sense, but
What'd you call this, a comedy sip?
comedy sip, yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. This one was the most interesting to me. This one's a long one.
Okay,
All right. Item number 4. Get ready.
I'm ready.
Let's explain it. It's like a really nice looking dress shirt.
Yeah.
It's very flowy.
Yeah.
Um,
Has a good
it's like
neckline.
a burlappy material. It looks like though.
Yeah.
So it's a potato sap.
It looks very comfy. Come in.
Potato sap.
Do you know where my phone is?
No.
It's up your butt.
Why don't you go call it?
I did.
I'm so glad she gets use out of those.
She likes them. I don't know what to tell you, kiddo. Okay, go. We are recording.
Yeah,
Now.
get outta here.
Go.
I need to find my phone.
Find it somewhere else. It's not
Yeah,
in here.
It's not in here.
You might have.
Go. Gosh. Sorry.
Check by the barbecue out front. I think that's where it is.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so yeah, it's a potato sack shirt,
It does not look like a potato. It looks like something I would wear.
but it also the material looks like it looks super itchy.
Okay,
So
that's
it's
true.
it's
That is
titled
true.
Weird/Haunted, size 16, ghost shirt, paranormal clothing item, t-shirt, creepy, condition pre-owned, price $199.99
Oh
or
my
$199.99.
Why?
Like like so expensive.
What? What? You're buying someone else's haunt?
Yeah. And you're like, are you gonna wear it? No.
No.
Okay, so I'm assuming that clothing has like program questions that you have to answer, like on Facebook when you list something. So
Okay.
it had all these pre-programmed questions, and some of them were funny answers, so I felt the need to post them.
Okay.
So condition, pre-owned, an item that has been used or worn previously. See the seller's listing for full details. Read more about the condition. It's like, please make sure you look in there before you buy.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to be liable. Neckline V-neck. Size 16, year manufactured 1950 to 1959.
Okay.
Fabric type, spiritual.
Spirit.
Accent, American. Vintage, yes. Style, basic tee. Features all seasons, breathable and haunted. Season, fall, spring, summer, winter. All the seasons. You got all the seasons in here, guys. That's like $199 for like 4 months out of the year, or 4 seasons of the year.
Yeah. That's nice.
Character, haunted. Garment care, hand wash only, color brown. Material, canvas, burlap, some weird material.
Some weird material.
Brand, ghost. Model, undead, scary. Theme, horror, haunted, paranormal. Character, family, not Casper.
Casper.
Product line, ask the spirits.
Ask the spirits.
And
love
it
it.
says in the item description, whatever you do, do not put the shirt on. It is definitely haunted. This is definitely not your run-of-the-mill Casper the Friendly Ghost. More like Casper's mean evil twin, Larry, is renting an Airbnb here in this shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Of this description. I'm not sure why, but as soon as I inherited the heir from my great aunt Gertrude,
Oh my gosh. The
Gertrude.
name.
stuff started happening. Stuff I simply cannot explain. I wore it to church once. Bad idea.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
don't test the Lord with this demonic article. Like, the risk. But don't say I didn't warn you. And that's all. Again, guys, the links to these will be in our in our sources, and I will make sure to actually
I
post
want
this
to
right
know
away.
I want to know what happened to them at church.
Yeah. Did like the holy water like spit up at you or something? Like you need Jesus. All right, I'm
That was
almost done.
awesome.
I got 2 more haunted items. All right. Item number 5. And this one is it's simply a chair. That's all I can tell you.
Yes, it looks like a kitchen chair.
Yeah. Okay. Haunted item. That's all it is in the title.
Okay.
Condition is used. Price is $400.
Wow,
We
these are all
got
so
a
expensive.
very expensive item. Yeah, these are all really great items. I
Yeah.
love this segment, by the way.
Yeah, that's
this
a
is
good
like
one.
my favorite. This is an authentic chair from a hospital that was demolished in Edinburgh, Texas.
Okay.
Free gift is the pillow. I
You get a
acquired.
free gift with
I
it.
guess you get a pillow with it.
Wow.
With their face on it. No. I had acquired this from a friend who explored the ruins before it was demolished. My friend said he felt very heavy energy from this item. Both the pillow and chair are very old. I would say from the 1940s to 1950s. Be aware of purchasing this item. All sales are final. If stuff starts moving or start seeing shadows, don't be contacting me.
Don't be con.
We've had this issue in the past.
Oh.
Our reviews speak for themselves. We also do custom orders and can find most relics / antiques artifacts you need. So
Wow. Okay.
I didn't get their name, unfortunately. So
That's okay.
all right, last item. Item number 6.
I don't like this one
We
either.
got another little dolly here.
Yeah.
This one looks like a lot more friendly
yeah,
of
it
a
does.
dolly.
Yeah.
It's like a little fabric doll.
Yeah. It's not as scary. It does not look scary at
Yeah,
all.
she's got a little smile on her head.
Yeah.
All right. Haunted doll, funny girl Amy, awaken your inner child is what it's titled.
Oh my lord.
Condition used. Price $18.
Oh,
The
all right.
cheapest one in the lot.
Yeah. Something reasonable.
Oh, take the lot. Item description. Amy is a young girl spirit around 7. She is unsure. She is from Florida and passed in Hurricane Katrina along with her parents and 2 brothers.
Aw.
She is murky on details. I suppose it may be too painful for her, so we did not delve further. She will awaken your inner child. She will love you unconditionally and make you see miracles.
Oh,
She will bring you your mystic powers.
okay.
It may be clairvoyance, which is sight, or clairaudience, which is auditory, and clairassistance, which is tactile.
Wow.
Once you awaken your power, you will know. Amy will run around and play with small toys or a remote control. She is able to move her vessel, create orbs and little lights. You may begin to see Amy materialize early on or gradually, and you will dream of her. She
Okay.
loves cuddles. When Amy is around you, you will never feel alone.
Why are we cuddling
You'll-
ghosts?
You'll hear taps and little noises. She makes these noises. They are really cute. Once she is comfortable, she will speak to you and may let you know her true self.
Oh my gosh.
She is so wonderful around children. They will get a kick out of her. Animals, too. She is safe in general and will be very protective of you. You will find it cute and endearing. Amy's vessel is a 15-inch, 100% cotton rag doll. So easy to carry around, which is fine with her. In fact, she loves it.
Uh-oh.
Her favorite offerings are small toys and anything with a remote control. My paranormal background is centered around my marriage. My husband is a psychic medium. It runs on his mother's side. We live in an almost century-old farmhouse that his great-grandfather built in rural eastern North Carolina. I think I'm just going to skip all that. Amy, cut the part out where it says, my husband.
Where they live?
Yeah, where they start talking about themselves.
Okay.
Um.
Well, I have a few questions about this. For my first question would be
Oh
how
wait.
is she talking?
Maybe. Well, it sounds like they're into paranormal investigating,
Okay.
so maybe they have like equipment for it.
Okay.
But like, also they're making her sound like she's like a puppy for sale.
Yes.
Like she's great around kids
Yes.
and the family.
Yeah. That's what I'm
But also, like, it's really sad.
I know.
The kids will love her. She's very endearing.
Why don't they just keep her?
Yeah, like, what's wrong with her? Why are you trying to get rid of Amy?
Yeah, what's wrong with Amy? What the
Yeah,
heck?
Amy. Also, at the very end, it says, per eBay, I am not responsible for any paranormal experiences you may or may not have. This doll is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
And that's my last one. But yeah, that was Amy, and it's really sad, but then it just like they like dive right in. Like
come on.
this
Come
is
get
all.
this.
This is her favorite food. She likes chicken nuggets. Do not give her ranch. She breaks out with ranch.
She breaks out with ranch.
She breaks out. She's
With
allergic.
hives. She breaks out with
Peaches,
ranch.
not pears.
Oh my gosh. I love those segments. That was
Bedtime
so
is 7:30 p.m.
PM. Also,
I had to disclose the p.m. for a.m.
okay, this is awful, but she does not like water.
Oh God! I just got that. The spirit tends to be more active when there's a lot of rain.
This is a true crime and paranormal comedy podcast. Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Those were fun. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I had fun looking those up.
Oh, of course.
Also, I always feel really creeped out when I look them up, especially when my kids are around me and I'm like, "Go away! I have to do this at nap time."
Yeah, I can understand that.
All right, let's hear a story about some crime that has been committed.
All right, so I am going to tell you, it's going to be a 2-part segment.
What?
Yep, so I will finish telling the rest of the story, and next week,
85.
85, tune in. So,
I'm so sorry.
I'm really excited to tell you this story. It's a very popular story. There's been songs sung about it.
Oh.
It's a very common costume, like a couple costume for Halloween. I'm going to tell you about Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, shit! Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. So, what do you think of when you think of like Bonnie and Clyde, like Romeo and Juliet with like criminal love story?
I think about a couple that got away with some shit.
Yeah.
That's commitment right there.
And they got away with a lot.
Yeah, they're like we're together and we're gonna stay together, and they're like we're gonna commit a bunch of crimes.
Yeah.
Like you stay together through that, you can make it through anything. You can make it through
sure.
Hurricane Katrina.
Oh my gosh. R.I.P. Amy. So, today's episode, my story, we're going to dive into the story and the mythology that has been built up around the couple and their crime spree.
I've never actually heard this story before.
Oh,
I just
that's
know
so
of it.
exciting. Yeah.
And know like the how
Yeah,
popular it is.
yeah.
I know that they stole some shit
Yeah.
or did some crimes.
Yes. While there's plenty of information about their later lives and obviously the crime spree, there's very little about their early lives. So, I'm going to tell you about what I found for their pre-crime lives. So, Bonnie Parker was born on October 1st, 1910 in Rowena, Texas.
Oh, they're American?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Despite her infamous reputation, little is known about her early life and upbringing, like I said. Growing up, Bonnie was the second of 3 children born to Charles Parker and Emma Cross. While Bonnie was just 4 years old, her father died.
Oh, sad.
Bonnie was primarily raised by her mother and her grandmother. She was smart and an imaginative child. She was a natural with a natural with a natural talent for writing poetry and a love for books. And she also was known to be a little bit of a daredevil.
I mean, what else did you have to do in that time, though?
You're
Books,
you could play
poetry.
with a stick and a hoop.
Yeah, a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So she very much enjoyed attention, and she was a risk taker. At a young age, Bonnie showed a strong desire for adventure in a life. I don't know what I was. At a young age, Bonnie showed a strong desire for adventure in her life. She also dreamed of becoming a famous movie star and was said to be captivated by the glamour and the excitement of Hollywood. We're all young girls, though.
Right.
Despite her big dreams while growing up, though, money was extremely tight for the family. Because of the lack of money of growing up, Bonnie had little to no opportunity to pursue her dreams in acting. Bonnie dropped out of school in the 6th grade and began working odd jobs to help support her family, but eventually returned back to school.
6th grade. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
In 1926, when she was in her 2nd year of high school, she met a man named Roy Thornton. They hit it off quickly. They essentially dropped out of school and got married. And this is about a week before Bonnie turned 16 years old.
Did you hit record?
Yeah.
I'll look. Don't get up. I'll look. I'm the one who saw it. Oh, thank God. Huh. I saw 0 on this one, and then I saw the numbers on this one moving.
Oh.
Oh, that scared me.
I'm glad.
Because I didn't... Okay, I see it now. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'm tired today. Roy liked to play chicken with the law quite a lot. The law was always after him. He would disappear for periods of time, and in 1929, they separated, Bonnie and him.
Okay.
They never officially divorced, and then in 1933, he ended up being sentenced to 5 years in prison for robbery and for attempted to escape from a different prison facility. So after she and Roy split, Bonnie moved to Dallas to live with her mother and pursue her dream of becoming a movie star. Except that, unfortunately, she ended up being involved in a car accident. And this left her with a permanent limp, making her undesirable for Hollywood.
What?
I know.
Because of a freaking limp? You still got a face.
Yeah.
That's what Hollywood wants.
I mean, really, you're up against Marilyn Monroe, though.
Yeah,
Like, really,
you're not within your time for
Yeah.
a limp.
Yeah. So, and then in 1937, Roy was killed trying to escape from Huntsville State Prison. So, goodbye,
You know,
Roy.
you probably shouldn't have tried to escape.
Probably not. After the accident, Bonnie found herself struggling to make ends meet, and it was in early 1930 when Bonnie met Clyde Barrow, whose early life we know even less about.
Oh, okay.
So, Clyde Barrow was born on March 24th, 1909, to a poor family in Toledo, Texas. His father was a farmer. His mother worked as a laundress. Growing up, Clyde had a troubled childhood, marked by poverty, violence, and abuse. Like Bonnie's, family money was a constant struggle. When the Barrows moved to West Dallas, they didn't have a place to live, so they slept in their wagon until they were able to save up enough money to buy a tent.
That sucks.
That's really sad. So Clyde ended up dropping out of school in the 5th grade, and he started working odd jobs around his neighborhood and in town, trying to earn any money he could to help his home as in his teenage years. Clyde eventually was arrested several times for various offenses, including theft and burglary. burglary. including theft and burglary.
Have you heard the Burgermeister Burger?
Yes.
That's what it made me think of.
He was the first arrested in late 1926 at the age of 17 after running when police had confronted him over a rental car that he intended not to return.
Oh.
His second arrest was with his brother Buck, who soon after, and this was for possession of stolen turkeys. What are you in for? I stole a flock of turkeys.
Do you know what, though? We almost ran over a turkey 2 years ago. We were driving and we saw a frozen, it was around Thanksgiving, it was like right after Thanksgiving, and we saw a frozen turkey in the middle of the road on Badger.
Was it like
It was a frozen fucking solid turkey that you buy from like Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
In the bag and everything, and we still today punch ourselves in the shoulder because like we did not go back and pick up that turkey.
You should.
Because we could have got a free freaking turkey for Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, that's very true.
But the bag was probably punctured. So
You
yeah.
also get free turkeys almost every year if you spend like $75.
You told me that at Costco, right?
Like Walmart
Now
does, or
I
Safeway
know.
does it, and Fred Meyer's always does
Now
it.
I know, and I'm gonna do that this year because it's so
You
easy
just
to
need to-
hit that
I
goal.
know. You just need to check
Just
the
go buy your
coupon.
2-week version of snacks, and
Yeah.
then boom,
Yeah,
turkey
exactly.
and fruit.
Yeah.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
reminding me that.
You're welcome. So I'll remind you once
I'm
Thanksgiving
literally
comes
gonna put a reminder in
There
my
you go.
phone after this.
There you go.
Around November 1st.
There you go. So he was arrested for stolen turkeys. He did have some legitimate jobs during 1927, though, through 1929. But he also cracked safes, robbed stores, and stole more cars, all while he was doing that.
Yeah, it's okay. He didn't murder anyone, so
Correct. So it's all fine.
it's pretty cool.
In January of 1930, Clyde met 19-year-old Bonnie
Oh,
through a mutual friend. And for the next few weeks after they met, they were literally inseparable. They spent almost all their time together. Their time together was interrupted, though, because Clyde got arrested for auto theft and burglary and charged with 2 counts of burglary. And
this
5
is just our mispronunciation podcast.
This is a podcast where we
We
just
all
mispronounce words
things.
constantly.
So, whatever, guys.
And 5 counts of auto theft for his involvement in an interstate
Jeez.
crime ring. He was sentenced to 14 years in prison
Damn.
and was transported to Eastern Prison Farm in April of 1930. So goodbye, Bonnie.
Gosh.
Their love was, it only lasted
This was
a
just
little while.
Bonnie?
No, Clyde
Or
was
Clyde.
arrested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Bonnie.
Goodbye, Bonnie.
From Clyde. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So, while he was there, Clyde was repeatedly sexually assaulted
Oh,
by
ew.
another inmate. Yeah, and eventually Clyde was retaliated. Oh my God, what is going on with me?
My drunkenness is
Irritated.
rubbing off on you.
By attacking the other inmate with a metal pipe.
Shit.
I know. So he bashed the man over the head and pressed in his skull.
Oh.
And many reports say that that was his first murder.
Damn.
But, Bree, another inmate who had a life sentence took responsibility to keep Clyde from facing the repercussions of killing his abuser.
Well, it sounds like it was self-defense, so...
Yeah, but you
like-
never know. I mean,
Yeah, right. But,
So-
like, also, like, the person was like, I'm in here for life anyway.
Yeah.
I'll take the blame.
yeah. I mean,
You're a good guy. Clearly, he was a good enough guy to take the blame for.
or the guy just felt bad for him because he was getting abused.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But another inmate who had, I just said that. Also, while in prison, in an attempt from or to keep from being sent to the fields to work, Clyde took extreme measures. He used an axe and chopped off 2 of his toes.
Oh shit! Like his own toes?
Yeah, so that he
You
had
gotta do what you gotta do.
an injury to keep him from the brutal labor in the Texas heat.
Oh damn! God dang!
Yeah.
That'd be something I would do. I wouldn't want to go do work and be like, I'm sick.
I can't
My
come.
toes amputated.
So it's unknown whether he did it himself or someone helped him. But only 6 days later, Brie, after cutting off his toes, Clyde. Well, all while this was happening, he was plotting to find a way to escape prison. But his mom, he didn't know this, was also like working to try to get him out. And she had people sign a petition for his release, and eventually it worked. And so 6 days after he cut off his toes, he was released from prison.
He cut off a toe on each foot?
I don't know.
His old nine toe or 8 toe.
He's called 8-toe now.
Oh, Clyde.
Oh, Bonnie and 8-toe.
Oh.
So, unfortunately for, I guess, everyone, his time in prison made him a hardened and bitter criminal, everyone was saying. So, Clyde and Bonnie and a man named Ralph Boltz, Clyde served with, began a series of robberies. They mainly focused on gas stations and small grocery stores, and in late March, early April of 1932, the gang was robbing a hardware store for any guns that they had. When they tried to flee, Ralph and Bonnie were both arrested. Bonnie was in jail for a few months, but ultimately was released when a grand jury didn't indict her. Ralph was convicted of serving time in prison, and he ended up never joining back with Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, he went to prison, changed
Kind of hard to do that. Prison changed me.
While Bonnie was serving time, Clyde was doing what he could do to make cash, and he was doing things like robbing people. He robbed stores. He was a getaway he was a getaway driver for another group of people. In late April, he was the driver for the robbery in the Hillsborough, Texas. And while the robbery was happening, the store owner, Jay Booker, was shot and killed. And some say that Clyde was the one that killed him, including the store owner's wife. And she identified Clyde as the murderer. And even though there were several accounts saying that he had stayed in the vehicle. So at this point, Clyde was wanted for murder.
Okay.
So in June of the same year, Bonnie was released and quickly met back up with Clyde, and the couple set out on the run in August. Now we're in Stringstown, Oklahoma.
Okay.
They had met up with 2 men, Raymond Hamilton and Ross Dyer. The gang was at a country dance fair type of event, and they were drinking moonshine in the car. While they were in the car, they were approached by Sheriff C.G. Maxwell and Deputy Eugene C. Moore.
That's a great name.
I know.
C.J. Maxwell.
It's a great name.
It's a strong name.
It's a very strong name. So the officer saw the open bottle as he approached them, and he said, "You can consider yourselves arrested."
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But as he was saying that, gunfire erupted from inside the car.
Oh,
Yeah. And Deputy Moore was struck and fatally wounded, and Sheriff Maxwell was struck, but he survived injuries.
Oh.
Deputy Sheriff Eugene Moore was the first officer killed by the Barrow Gang, and that is what would that's when they would be known as the Barrow Gang.
Oh, man.
In October of the same year, Howard Hall was working in his small town in Sherman, Texas, when he was robbed, shot, and killed. Some said that it was the Barrow Gang, but there has never been a connection made between the murder and the gang.
I didn't know that they actually killed people.
Yeah, dog. They killed like a lot of people. So, on Christmas of 1932, Bonnie, Clyde, and W.D. Jones were back in Texas. Jones had known Clyde since they were young boys, and he had joined up with Bonnie and Clyde on Christmas Eve. and he was only 16 years old. So he was
Jeez.
16, and
So young.
Bonnie and Clyde at this time were 22 years old.
Okay.
So on Christmas, they were in Temple, Texas, trying to steal a car when the owner approached them. His name was Doyle Johnson. He was murdered
Oh.
when he came up on Jones and Clyde trying to steal his car.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
next time, like, if you see someone stealing your car, like, don't approach them.
yeah. Like, just call the police, guys.
Just call the police. Yeah.
911. There's a number for you.
Yeah.
3 of them. That's not many.
It's 3 numbers.
Yeah.
In January of 1933, Clyde shot and killed a county sheriff deputy, Malcolm Davis. Another
Damn.
solid name, Malcolm.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. The gang had unknowingly stumbled into a police trap that had been set up to capture a different criminal that was terrorizing the area. When the police rung up to capture them, Clyde opened fire, killing Malcolm Davis. And since April of the previous year, they had, at this point, killed 5 people.
Wait, so the police were trying to catch another criminal?
Criminal.
But
They fell into the trap.
Yeah.
And so instead, like,
They got Clyde killing
Yeah.
them.
Clyde killed the sheriff. So
Jeez.
now we're up to 5 murders.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I thought they just robbed banks. I literally
No.
had no idea what Bonnie and Clyde did. I knew that they like stole some shit.
And it's really funny. Like, she's pretty. Like, if you look at her,
Yeah.
she's pretty, but like they are not what I thought they were gonna look like.
No.
So
Look them up.
yeah, look them up. In spring of 1933, Clyde's brother Buck, who'd been serving time in prison, was granted a pardon and released. Buck and his wife Blanche met up when Bonnie and Clyde were in Joplin, Missouri. Originally, Buck and Blanche were there to try and talk Clyde into turning themselves in, but they quickly realized that this wasn't going to happen. So Buck and his wife were like, well, if you can't beat them, you got to join them.
Yeah, right?
So while living in Joplin, they often had loud alcohol-fueled parties, but the neighbors would approach the house and tell them to turn it down. One neighbor did, neighbors wouldn't approach them. They would just like put up with it. But one neighbor did approach them and complain to the police, who had started to watch the house after a bit of surveillance. They thought that the people living in the house were bootleggers.
Oh.
So they were like,
They're much worse.
they're like, we got to go confront these people. So in April, 5 officers and 2 cars pulled up in front of the house. Clyde, Buck, and Jones immediately opened fire.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah. So Detective Harry McGinnis was shot as he tried to exit his vehicle, and he immediately died. J.W. Harrisman was also shot and fatally wounded in the shootout. And during the shootout, Clyde, Buck, and Jones were able to get in a car and begin to escape, while Bonnie used a .30 caliber Barr Browning automatic rifle. Like, she was shooting at people while she like jumped into the car.
Yeah.
The officers later testified that only 14 rounds were shot from them. Of the 14 rounds, 1 struck Jones in the side, 1 struck Clyde, but was what?
She shot her. Wait, are you saying Bonnie was shooting?
Only 14 rounds were shot from the officers. All the other ones were
I thought you were saying she's like shooting in the car, and of the 14 rounds she shoots her own people.
No.
I was like, is she a stormtrooper?
No. So the officers said that only 14 came from them.
Okay.
One of the rounds shot Jones.
Another question.
Yes.
Do officers count their rounds? How many are shot?
I'm sure they don't go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, but they know how many are. Do they know how many?
Yeah,
are, like,
they
in
look
their
to-
gun,
they
and
know
they
how
like.
many
Do they
is in their-
document that?
I'm very positive they do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart,
Yeah.
so that they know where they go
Yes.
and like how many have been thrown off.
correct.
Especially like when you're in the heat of the moment, like you don't know, like you've shot like 5 different shots.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't know, I shot him like 10 or 4 different times. Like that's a big difference.
I know. Yeah. I would not be able to. Yeah, I'm almost positive like they know how many rounds are in their gun.
Right.
And then
That would make
afterwards
sense.
they count it.
I that would make absolutely perfect sense, but like I've never actually thought about it before.
Me either.
So
Yeah.
there we go.
There we
Boom.
go. Thank you for coming
They
to our
actually
lesson.
think of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not actually for sure, but we're pretty
Correct.
sure.
So they said 14 rounds went off. One struck Jones in the side. One struck Clyde, but was deflected by the button on his coat. So it went
wow,
boom.
lucky.
I know.
This mother chucker.
One grazed Buck after bouncing off a nearby wall. And while the gang escaped from Joplin, they left behind the majority of their possessions, and the police had a treasure trove of things to go through, including their arsenal of weapons, poetry written by Bonnie, and rolls of undeveloped film. And the film was developed at the Joplin Globe, and once they saw them, the Globe sent them out to over the newswire and were published nationwide. So everybody knew what these people looked like. And those are also the classic black and white photos that you can see
Right.
on Google.
Yeah, I just looked a bunch of them up. She
Yeah.
was pretty.
Yeah.
They were both good looking people.
Yeah. Just not who I was expecting.
Yeah.
I think what I was picturing is what the movie Bonnie and
Yeah,
Clyde is.
because we're used to today's makeup and everything
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And color.
Yeah, and color. So, as a result of publishing the photos and some of Bonnie's poetry, the Barrow Gang became front page news in America, and their legend grew. For the next few months, the gang moved around a lot. They went from Texas to Minnesota to Indiana and tried to constantly be on the move because obviously people are looking at for them.
Right.
When they would steal a car, if the owner or the officer got in the way, they kidnapped them. And then once they got far enough away, they would release them. Sometimes they would give them money back to get back home, but they didn't hesitate to kill anybody who got in the way of what they wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
If they thought anything was going to happen, they would just shoot them.
Oh.
Because of the photos and stories that were published in the newspaper, the gang had a difficult time blending in anywhere. So in June of 1933, Clyde was driving with Jones and Bonnie. He missed some of the signs that that said this bridge is under construction in Texas. He just didn't look for it. I don't know.
Right.
So because of the construction, the car flipped into a ravine, and they didn't know exactly what caused this to happen, but Bonnie got third-degree burns on her legs, and some said that it was from a fire from the accident. Others say it's because of the battery acid that had leaked onto her front leg after the accident, which, ow.
Yeah.
Her burns were so severe that her muscles contracted and caused her legs to draw up, which I don't know what that means. But some parts of her legs, you could even see the bone.
Oh,
And so
God.
she could barely walk.
Oh.
If they
She
went...
flexed,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. If they had to go places, like into a store, Clyde had to carry her.
Oh, my gosh.
Which that's very distinguished.
Yeah.
Like you can see hey, that man is carrying a grown woman.
Yeah.
So
A young woman at that.
yeah. And also hey, we're looking for a man that's carrying a woman, and also she has a bone that's sticking out of her leg.
Ow.
So they met back up with Buck and Blanche in Arkansas, and they laid low trying to nurse Bonnie's wounds. That did not last long though. Buck and Jones tried to commit a robbery, but they blew it, and in the process they killed town marshal Henry Humphrey, and so the gang had to quickly flee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after the gang fled Arkansas, they settled in Missouri at a Red Crown tourist court. I don't know what that is. Blanche checked them in. It sounds like a blah, 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 hotel.
Yeah.
With a restaurant and stuff. Blanche checked them in, saying that there are only 3 people, and they rented 2 cabins that were connected by a garage between them. While they were unpacking, the manager of the grounds noted that there were actually 5 people. So he confronted Clyde, and Clyde said, "Oh, no. It's just the 3 of us. Don't worry about the people you're going to see whenever we're unpacking."
What? What? Nope. They still what?
Those are just like people that help us unpack
They're
and
just fine.
repack.
They're fine.
Just
Don't
leave.
worry about it.
Yeah, don't
Just
worry
look
about them.
away.
Yeah. And also we're gonna need 5 meals every time we go to get food at the restaurant.
Even though you're not worried about these other people.
Yeah, and the manager was like, 5 meals for 3 people, and you don't want me to worry about the other 2 people. Noted. Okay, got that down. Thank you. So anyway, they also noticed that the gang put up newspapers over the windows of the cabins and that they were renting. The manager's like, and newspapers over the windows. Like,
Sketch.
don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. The manager told all of this to a highway patrol captain that would often go to that restaurant near the hotel. And so one day, Clyde and Jones went to a nearby town pharmacy to get bandages, supplies to treat Bonnie's leg, and cheese and crackers.
Probably to cover her bone.
Yeah, probably. And while they were there, they caught the eye of the pharmacist who had been told to look out for strangers or out-of-towners who bought similar things that went in. So he alerted the sheriff that the manager told, and that sheriff called in reinforcements from Kansas City around 11 p.m. that night. They moved in towards the cabin that the gang had rented, but the gang got away.
Damn.
The vehicle had multiple bullet holes in it, though.
Of course it did.
Buck had been struck in the head by a bullet and had his whole... Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Buck was struck in the head by a bullet, and the hole exposed a section of his skull and his brain.
Ew. Oh, my God.
I
How
know.
are you still alive?
Blanche had been near a glass window that was shot, and it sent shards of glass in her eyes, and it almost blinded her, but they kept going. And that's where I'm going to stop for today.
That's a good one. I have never heard, like, it seems like such a big story, but I've never heard this one done.
Well, it's like, it's one of those that, like, everyone is supposed to know about it, but I don't think everyone knows about it.
I don't know anything. I didn't know shit about it. I didn't know that they killed people. I thought it was just like a bunch of like maybe 3 to 5 like bank robberies.
Like heists, big
yes,
heists.
exactly.
Yeah.
Heists.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like that at all.
Only because like I've seen a couple of shows, but like mainly Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Like where they compared Chuck and Blair
Yes.
at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, but he killed his dad. Or he didn't kill his dad. His dad fell or something. I can't remember how it ended. Something
Chuck,
happened and it ended. It's something with his dad, and they were like on the run because his dad had fallen off the building.
It wasn't him that did it, though.
Yeah, it wasn't him that did it.
It was his uncle, I believe.
I can't remember. I have to rewatch that show. Maybe I should make that my next show that I watch.
I would watch it with you. I love that show.
I love it. I love Gossip Girl.
Do you
we should
have-
watch it together. Sorry.
Do you have a neighborhood story?
Yeah, I do. That was a really good story.
Sorry, I know, like, I plowed through it, but it was so much
that was
information.
really good. That was a lot of information, but
Yeah.
like again, like that's not something that I have personally like heard all the details for.
That's so exciting. Yay. I'm
So-
glad. Also, tune in next week to hear the rest of it.
Yeah. Episode
85.
yeah, 185. No, 85.
Just
Just 85? Sorry.
Brie needs to go take a nap.
Bree needs to go get some Panda Express in her belly.
Oh, that sounds yummy. All right, what's your neighborhood story?
It is from
Reddit?
neighborhood, but it's off of Ranker.
Okay.
It says it's titled Parakeet, November 24th of 2017. My husband found a dead parakeet on our driveway this morning. If your parakeet is missing, then stop looking for it. It is not coming home.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry to end it on that bad note.
That's so sad.
But it has so many hearts on it. 893 hearts on it, like loves,
Oh,
and only one reply.
oh my gosh, that's so sad.
So stop looking for your parakeet. We found it,
Oh,
and it's not flying anymore. It's dead.
my heart hurts for them. I know the pain, you guys.
Of a parakeet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My cat, when I was, I think in 6th grade, my cat ate my parakeet.
Did you know it though?
Did I know it ate
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So I
Aw.
came home and he wasn't in his cage. We came home from Awana's and I was like, oh no, Carlos, where are you, Carlos?
You named your.
I named
Did
my.
you?
Yes, I did. And so then like everyone was looking for him because my mom's like, there's a freaking bird flying around in the house, obviously. And
How do you miss Carlos?
and so then like I saw some feathers under my bed and I looked under and it was just his beak and his feet left.
No.
I know.
You
I had
saw.
I
Oh
know. I had
my
such a hard time looking at my cat the same way. I was like,
Oh
you
my
ate my
God.
pet.
Was this the same cat that you've told me about?
Bubba?
Oh no. What was the other one that would bite daycare kids?
Oh, that was Simba.
Oh, Simba. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
Bubba.
Bubba
We
was.
don't eat the pet birds.
He rapped though, and he had a 6-pack. So
What?
it was just a joke that I did.
Oh, okay.
I was like, my rapping black cat.
Oh, that's cool.
He had a
was a black
6-pack.
cat
Yeah, he had a
Aw.
6-pack. Those are my favorite type of cats, are black cats.
with 6-packs.
Yeah,
And
and
that
he
rapped.
rapped.
Yeah.
My email address is rappingblackcat at yahoo.com.
Sick. You know what? That should be our next question. What was your most cringy, embarrassing email
It was
back
just
in
that
the day
one.
when emails first? SPCA freak at aim.com.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's still one of my emergency emails from my Yahoo email.
I know someone, a full-grown adult that's like has multiple children, and her email is something like Florida hot girl at something, and I'm like,
I would mention Josh's, but I don't want anyone to email Josh because
Yeah.
he would get really mad.
well,
Not that we're not that
I-
popular, but we will be that one. We'll be one day.
I didn't give that person's exact. It was very similar to that though. But yeah. It was,
Now everybody's going to be emailing SPCA freak to at aim.com.
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
SPCA freak to at, it's either at Yahoo or aim.com. Email both and say, what up, Bree?
What up, Brie?
If you do,
What up,
then,
Jess?
we'll give you a
Down
shout out.
home. Mm.
I don't know my password or anything for it. Anything. So I will have no knowledge that you do. It's like a time capsule. Like one day I'll find it out. I'll be like 70. I'll be like, oh my God.
They probably
We
delete
were
them after a while.
famous. Everybody was emailing us.
Just that one, not the WWTN at WWTN podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, email us there, guys.
Goodbye. We love you.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day, even
Happy
though it's
Mother's
not Mother's
Day,
Day
yeah.
anymore.
Have you checked in on your
I'm
neighbors?
drunk.
Have you
What's
checked
with the
in?
neighbors?
Brie and Amy out.
Happy-
Say hi to your cats for us. Great.
Meow. Don't get dead. Oh God, I'm gonna stand up.
Oh no.